So bear with me, Baba Kushah, while I'm still setting up. Shalom, 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 shalom. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me. Baba Kushah. Shalom, 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 shalom. Y'all let me know if we good. Baba Kushah. Okay, look like it's good, man. Lord willing. My camera's still a little crooked, but we'll have to make it do what it do, man. It's all good. Okay. Bam. There we go. Shema Yasharallah Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Achad Shema Yasharallah Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Achad Shema Yasharallah Yahweh Allahayanawa Yahweh Achad. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, 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 Call Halayim La, Allahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Call Halayim La, Allahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Call Halayim La, Allahayanawa, Abanawa, Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakak Wadash, all praise to our power, our Father Yahweh, in the name Yahushai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honor to our teachers, the elder apostles and elder bishops, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the house of David, the elect, beginning with the 144,000, as well as the 1/3, and the innumerable to the Israelites scattered among the nations. The different men, women, little ones, little boys, and little girls whom Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, is going to have mercy on in this time, whoever you may be. All right, you elect out there. As of right now, hopeful elect until we're delivered. But the elect have to be here in order to fulfill prophecy. So they're here. You know, whoever they may be, but they have to be here. Okay? Getting into this, I pray this is going to be edifying, Lord willing. Lord willing, you know. That's funny. Got a little laundry basket. That's a lot. Moving around. I'm human, you know. We're human. So, let me see. Okay. It's all good, bro. You know, we get its purpose, we can get it. All right. Y'all gotta excuse me, man. I be moving around like an old man. You know, because I got a lot of books everywhere. Where I put that? Okay. It's okay. And you know what? It's right next to me. I hate when I do that. Getting into this, man, I pray this is going to be edifying. You know, Lord willing, this is going to be edifying. We can do video after video, video after video, video after video. At the end of the day, what we do is for the elect. And to be honest, this truth is for men first. And you see why, you know. You know, we don't hate the sisters. Honestly, we show a lot of love to sisters, you know, and I did a video recently, and I said I would do a follow-up, do an actual sit-down, but the Spirit got on me to sit back and reflect and also observe, watch other brothers, watch their lessons and listen to them concerning women. And I thought about it. Well, you know what? Instead of me doing a sit-down on that current topic, I need to do a sit-down on something else, because the Spirit came out revealing that you women are just extremely emotional. And to be honest, we're not your goddamn feel-good prophets. You know? We ain't here to cater to your ass. You know what I'm saying? Make the woman feel good. We ain't your fucking doctor make you feel good. You know? Hate to tell you that. And why I don't really, you know? We not here with the damn movie. Monsters Ball with Halle Berry. You know, some old shit. You know? They do something to make me feel good. And she got popped by an Edomite, you know? If the dude is an Edomite, you know what I'm saying? But we ain't your doctor make you feel good. We ain't here to make you feel good. And we're not your friendly neighborhood prophets. We're here to tell you the word of the Lord, and that's it. Either you get it or you don't. We moving on. You know? I mean, you know, everything's with balance, you know, and there are a lot of women that follow us, and there's a lot of women that help us. You know, I'm not gonna shun that. I'll even speak on it. You know, the garment I'm wearing, a woman put this together. This necklace in front of me, you know, a beloved family helped me a lot. And the wife of that family, you know, the wife of that, you know, the husband, she gave a lot of alms. And she helped not only me, she helps a lot of brothers. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things within my room. Sisters gave it to me. You know? But we also know that everything's with balance. There's no respect to persons. And the Lord doesn't care about your emotions. The Lord doesn't care about our emotions. Okay? So, at the end of the day, we're wasting our time when you're not meant to get it. The vast majority. You know when women really gonna get this when they forced to get it and they don't got a choice. When all hell break loose and when the Lord come, you know, now everything's with balance. You do have certain sisters that are you could say, immensely blessed more than others. You got some women, they're actual women. How do you know this? Because you don't see them like that. They're like way in the background, and all they do is listen. They don't say too much. Every once in a while, they may say shalom. Some of them don't even do that. Okay? How do I know this? To be honest, I met some of them, All right? Now, as far as women, that deal with men, I'm not going to hang around, with that. I'm going to run away from your ass, I find out you dealing with somebody, I'm running away from you. Okay, but women help us out. But everything's with balance. The majority of people are getting ready to fucking die, man. And there's no sweet way to sugarcoat that. Once again, we not your doctor make you feel good. We're not your friendly neighborhood prophets. Okay? It's the word of the Lord. Boom. You get it or you don't. And I'll get a few scriptures, you know what I'm saying? And if there's anything on the comment board, I'll get that as well. I see the beloved brother Elder Malcolm. Hey, shalom, brother. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Bashem Rakapa, that's Brakatah. Wa Brakathum, to the Elder Malcolm and the brothers in Chicago, Shalom to that brother. I'm near and dear to that brother. I started out with that brother, So I'm happy every time I see him, even though I can't physically travel up north, but I still see his videos, so it's as if I'm around him, But like I said, I'm gonna get some scripts. Lord willing, it's gonna be edifying. But we're wasting our time with these women, bro. I'm glad that I came back and I'm doing this instead of telling you how good you're gonna have it in the kingdom. I just got the mindset, shut up, really. At this point, like we don't got time, to waste on you. Prophecies are popping off. We gotta slow down and make a woman feel good, bro. Man, fuck that. And there's too much of that Drake spirit going on in Israel, man. God damn it, a damn Drake spirit. And fuck him too. We ain't here to make you fucking feel good. And if you don't like how I'm talking, please get the fuck out of my channel. It is what it is. Now I'm gonna go to Isaiah chapter 4, because recently y'all should know where this is all spawned from. There was an Israelite woman that was emotional because she got upset that Israelite men can have multiple wives. All right. Guess what, woman? If you offended at that, you're not gonna get your black ass on a chariot. All right. I'm saying black. She could be Northern Kingdom. Guess what? You're still black. You come in a black vibration. If you offended at the Israelite men having more than one woman than you ain't gonna make it on a chariot. All right. And you think about it, how far us as a nation. I'm gonna talk about the men for a minute. How far will we get if we emotional? We wouldn't get far at all in this truth. All right? We wouldn't get far at all. There's a lot of things in the scriptures that can easily rub you the wrong way. You got to put your emotions to the side. Case in point, the Israelite foreigner topic. And that's definitely in the scriptures, and it's definitely in the real world. Because the Bible is reality. Just because you don't like the topic, well, guess what? It's still Israelites that look like other nations. They don't look like your typical Israelite. You got to swallow that pill or not, and not get delivered. Another topic. Before we even go to the topic of the Israelite foreigners, let's just deal with what's face value. The Northern Kingdom, which is like my favorite topic, aside from salvation. I like speaking about the northern tribes. A lot of us grew up in rough situations. Southern Kingdom or Northern Kingdom, when Jake was in the world, Jake was gang banging. A lot of brothers come from some heavy backgrounds, man. I mean, just to call it straight. Hey, well, I mentioned the Elder Malcolm earlier, which I want to say, his people are actually from where I'm at now. Jake scattered. Jake is scattered, but I know a lot of his people are from Jackson. He told me that before. Not a lot of his people from Jackson, Mississippi. But when you deal with the topic of gang culture, which is a heavy curse upon Israel, and hey, you deal with Chicago gang. Hey, you look at gang literature. Gangs are like gods, That's like a certain like deity, because in Chicago, at least like in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, like like Jake had certain literature that they followed. So like that gang culture that was like something real to Jake, and Jake had nothing else to go by, The truth was out during that time, but a lot of our people wasn't believing in the truth, So they cling to those gangs. And a lot of Jake was growing up gang banging against their own tribe or against other tribes within Israel, And there's a lot of different types of gangs in Chicago, man. You got many versions of GDs and vice lords. Like I said, those are like gods. Like, that's a form of idolatry, if you ask me. Those gangs are no different from religions. How Jake clinged to them, But just like the Southern Kingdom have their gangs, the Northern Kingdom got their gangs, and in a lot of case scenarios, you find yourself banging against your brother that's in another tribe. Well, guess what? You come into this truth. Let's say if it was Northern Kingdom that was gang banging, they may have been like MS-13 or 2-6 or whatever. It's a lot of gangs in Chicago, but they come in the truth. What's that other one? Latin King. I know it's a lot of Ephraim that was into that. But either way, brothers come in the truth. They put them damn emotions to the side. They like, man, I was tripping. I was gang banging against Judah or Benjamin or whatnot. Levi. Those are our brothers. And when Southern Kingdom see that too, they come to the same realization. But if you're emotional, you're going to be a demon still and continue to hate your brother. That's your brother no matter how you feel about it. So same thing going to the topic dealing with you women. The topic of Israelite man have more than one woman. That's the truth no matter how you feel about it. And I'm so, like I said, I'm grateful I was able to sit back, reflect, and also watch other brothers' videos. And like, you know what, man? We ain't here to cater to these damn women, bro. Damn that, bro. The time is too short. Either they get it or not. We moving on. We didn't cover it. The elder brother Menat Zagba covered it. Other brothers covered it. I watched the brother Priest Shaman from the main camp watch this video. Because women are emotional. They can know what's right, and they're still gonna be emotional because that's how the Lord created them. So we moving on, Jack. God damn it, we ain't gonna waste time on that shit. So we about to go to Isaiah chapter 4. Because this gonna happen no matter how you fucking feel about it, woman. Okay? To tell Eve how good she gonna. Of course she's gonna have it good in the kingdom. Okay? Who ain't gonna have it good? Well, you know what? Who ain't gonna have it good in the kingdom gonna be Esau, Edom, and the other nations. But if you're an Israelite, of course you're gonna have it good in the kingdom. But we gotta sit down and explain this to you. Like, God damn. And it's not good enough for you. That's not good enough. I see why the majority of our people gonna die, man. I get it. All these videos coming out just showing that extensive love of Yahweh Shemiah Shai, and you still don't get it. All them videos came out talking about how women gonna have it good in the kingdom. A woman gonna pop her black ass up talking about, okay, well y'all making all these AI images and it's of lighter skinned women. What about us dark skinned? Man, shut your black ass up. Here to cater to your motherfucking ass, man. So, you got one woman, she's offended at the multiple wives thing. Another woman pop her crazy ass up with a melanin doctrine spirit. We ain't gonna waste time on you fucking women. That's really why these videos are for men. Because men are not emotional. You emotional, all right? With the exception, with the small exception of women that are in the background and they get it and they're just being women. You know? Let's go, bro. And we're gonna get Isaiah chapter 4. I pulled this out in one of my last lessons, but I'm gonna get it again, okay? Instead of me starting at 4 and 1, I'm gonna start at 3 and 25. Because why are 7 women gonna take hold of one man? Why is that gonna happen? Well, let's start a little above that. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 25. Thy men shall fall by the sword, and thy mighty in the war. So you ain't gonna have no helpers, woman. There's not gonna be a man to throw the cape on to come save your ass. And like the beloved elder Pastor Hart said years ago, he said this years ago, 911 gonna be looking for 911. So where you gonna be at? The ambulance gonna need the ambulance. The firemen gonna need somebody to put their fire out, you know? Hey, the Lord ain't playing with the earth. Yahweh Ba'ashum Yahweh Shai is not playing with the earth. And he definitely ain't playing with you damn women. Because you have rode the cock carousel for too damn long. Like Elder Malcolm would be saying, you know? Thy men shall fall by the sword and thy mighty in the war. So your Pookies, your Ray Rays, your sugar daddies, you know? Because Eve, we're in their queendom. Now, this is Esau-Edom society, but Eve is a joint heir with the fucking serpent. So you reap the benefits of that fully. Oh, and your motherfucking ass, hey, the Lord gonna get all you women. He gonna get all of you. You know? Now you had the nerve to just put the regular Jake on child support, but you have women that have done that to men in the truth. Well, guess what? The sweep is coming for your black ass too. You know? Yeah, I gonna get it the worst because you've done it to men of the Lord, you know? And it's gonna be gruesome. When judgment roll out, it's gonna be gruesome. And you damn near can feel bad, but you know what? You can't feel bad. They didn't feel bad when they was sticking it to you. You know? Eve will have a problem with the Israelite man having multiple wives, but we're in a society due to feminism, due to social media, due to you women thirst trapping men. You know, and you know, men simping behind that. All right. Basically, you women have a rotation of men. You have a rotation of men. So you'll have a problem with a man having multiple wives, but you got your little rotation because this is your society. This is your world. Okay? But you're going to lose all that. And when the time comes, to be honest, brothers ain't going to be checking for Eve, bro. To be honest, Lord willing, the Lord, you know, deliver us. The Lord deliver brothers. Brothers have their sights set on South America. Brothers have their sights set on the Mediterranean, you know, set on the Middle East. When women are not fully Americanized, they're not fully westernized. Women in the East and women in South America, they're a bit better. It's only until they get to this damn matrix, Babylon the Great, when they just completely turned out, you know? But for you women out there that have problem with Jake having other women beside you, this is going to happen to you. Thy men shall fall by the sword and thy mighty in the war. So when these civil wars kick off, you know, you know, civil unrest, I'll say, civil unrest, these different race riots, okay, martial law is declared. The majority of men are dying from pestilence, the crazy diseases that Esau-Edom is going to unleash. You know, majority of men getting locked up in concentration camps. When all that happens, you're not going to have anyone there to throw the cape on, to come and save you. All right? So you can't play the victim. And to be honest, a lot of things are happening for the benefit of you women, because you're playing the victim. Fake crying. Ain't nothing wrong with your ass. You know? Fake crying and shit, you know. We don't got time. And you know, and for you brothers, a lot of you brothers that are doing lessons, let's say if you got a family, which I'm gonna say this. I'm not speaking bad energy into your situation. But the Lord knows your situation. Lord willing, your woman is with you. You know, because we hope the best for each other. All right. But we understand, you know, at the end of the day, the will of the Lord is being done. Now, Lord willing, your woman is with you. But I'm gonna say this though. A lot of brothers are having visions. And even their wives are having visions. They check that out. A lot of families are having visions about Jacob's trouble. A lot of men are having visions that the woman that they got right now, the woman that they have right now are not with them during Jacob's trouble. And the scary thing about it, a lot of women are having visions. They're not with that man during the time of Jacob's trouble. Check that out. Check that out. So for a lot of you brothers, you up in the house doing the work. Let's say if you got a woman that claim to believe, which to be honest, that's a racket, bro. In most cases, your woman don't believe, bro. In most cases, all right. In the majority of cases, so you up in the house doing your sit down, you speaking the word. That word is cutting all types of demons on your woman, and she wanna hang up in there, but them demons are just riding her ass. You probably saying certain stuff that's cutting her. She up in the next room. You know, she gotta sit down and eat it. You know what I'm saying? But if she is meant to be with you, she gonna be with you. You know, it's just that this is a part of her path. But you know, she up in the next room, getting all messed up in the spirit. Hearing you get on the woman, and you know, and hearing you speak about other things that she's uncomfortable with. Now, if she's meant to be with you, she gonna be with you. If not, well, yeah, I know what it is. So let's keep reading. And her gates shall lament and mourn. Her gates meaning her leadership. So we in a time when the majority of women, they're not going to have an answer for what's going on. Like the beloved Elder Pastor Hart did a video, the Wadi How by Shemal Shai, blessed me to watch that video yesterday. Because the beloved Apostle Hart, he was speaking about that nigga, Bishop Eligio, or Eligio, however you say his name. But y'all know that nigga, man. You know, Nature Boy. Which I know him from a few years back, but it just shows you, although we start watching people, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai does not take his eyes off of you. The Lord keeps watching you. So a lot of us forgot about Nature Boy, but this nigga pop up years later, and the Lord got some serious charges on that nigga, man. You know, with his freaky ass, you know? Crazy ass nigga in the jungle, man. You know? Freaking off with women. And freaking off with men too. Now, he's not going to confess to that. But he did come out and pretty much say he was sodomizing those women that he was with. Evil ass nigga, man. So, I mean, you know, it's a good assumption. If he was messing with them women in they culo, he was sodomizing them damn men. You know? Nasty ass nigga, man. But pretty much he was showing sodomitish tendencies. That nigga Nature Boy. But years later, we see the Lord, you know, getting that nigga, man. And the fact that nigga said that he is God, they gonna throw the book at him. You know? You even got Edomites that don't like that. You know what I'm saying? And we in their system. You know? Here it is. Esau Edom got a God complex. But you think he gonna let you niggas have it? So they gonna throw the book at Nature Boy. So like the beloved Apostle Hart said, what's gonna happen to those silly ass women that was following Nature Boy? They through. They're gonna go to another man with those cultish, that cultish like behavior, that cult of personality. They're gonna cleave to a man like that and be through. So we in the time when you women not gonna have answers. Her gates shall lament and mourn. So your pastor, your freaky preacher, which a lot of these preachers, they're guilty of committing adultery. All that's coming out. They're guilty of pedophilia, of homosexuality, all that. You got that one that one crazy picture of that walrus looking nigga, man. You know, TD Jakes. He got his tongue hanging out, with his eyeballs, because info came out on that guy. As far as P. Diddy sex parties, everybody through. Everyone outside of the truth are through, man. So you women, you look towards your pastor, your preacher, your reverend. You look toward these different celebrities for leadership. All these niggas gonna fall. All of them. You looking for these different women that have made it in this society. You look up to them. They gonna be through too. Everybody gonna be through. A lot of y'all women look up to Michelle Obama or Michael. that nigga, Y'all look up to Michael Obama, So y'all through, okay? That's why you really should just shut the fuck up. I'm gonna say it. Sometimes I don't want to talk like that, but you know what? Sometimes we gotta talk like that. That's why you just gotta shut your fucking mouth and learn and be quiet, And maybe the Lord will have mercy on you. That's what us as men have to do. You women have no fear. That's why the majority of women gonna die, bro. Okay? We gotta slow down on what we teaching on to tell you how you gonna have it good in the kingdom. Guess what, goddammit? You've had it great in this kingdom. You've had it great here. What about the Israelite man? Fuck talking about these women, bro. What about us, man? Fuck talking about them. What about us? Gotta slow down and, make them feel good. Butter their ass up. They've been buttered up enough. You have women that have grew up in this society that have made it their whole life, living good based off of how they look on the outside. A woman just gotta look good, and men will take care of them their whole fucking life. A woman can fake cry, everybody gonna come to their aid. You deal with a certain woman, especially that woman, like the apostles been warning us about. Stay away from that woman. You deal with that woman. Let's say if something go wrong, a minute domestic dispute that's really just between you and that woman and the Most High. Guess what? That bitch, she gonna get her daddy involved if her daddy alive. She gonna get her stepdaddy involved. She gonna get her uncle involved. She gonna get her brother involved. She gonna get her cousin involved. She gonna get niggas you don't even know that she had really on the rebound for you, so to speak. In case things went wrong with you, she already had men lined up. These niggas ready to beat you up, so to speak. You ain't even know this woman was basically getting ready to commit adultery. She already had a plan to get out of the situation. But something go wrong, dealing with y'all. She got everybody and their cousin and their uncle ready to jump on you, man. So we got to slow down on what we teaching on to tell Eve how she gonna have it good in the kingdom. Damn that, bro. Lord willing, we make it. Lord, we hope we make it. We hope we make it. Lord willing, we gonna have it good in the kingdom. Fuck talking about them, bro. Tired of making it about them. What about us? And her gates shall lament and mourn, and she being desolate shall sit up on the ground. Like this one time, we was in Memphis, right? A few of the brothers in Mississippi, we went to Memphis. This you could say in a few years when the Memphis camp was being formed, now the brothers are fully established, and pretty much it's like another home aside from us here in Mississippi. The Memphis camp is pretty much a part of us through the mercy and grace of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, because really the Lord established all these churches, but pretty much in the beginning years when the Memphis camp was being formed, a few of us had went up to Memphis. I want to say we was on Beale Street, if I'm not mistaken. But Memphis It's kind of similar to New Orleans a little bit, you know? Because, you know, when people think about New Orleans, they think about Bourbon Street. They think about Canal Street. You know, all you think about is partying. You know, well, for Memphis, it's Beale Street. So pretty much we was walking down Beale Street. I want to say it was Beale Street, if I'm not mistaken. You know, we got done doing the work of the Lord. You know, we got done teaching. So we just went for a walk. You know, brothers about to go to a bar or whatnot. And basically, we seen Eve, like, literally sitting on the ground. Like you read the scripture. She being desolate shall sit up on the ground. Now, we're not in Jacob's trouble just yet. But we saw women sitting on the ground. That symbolizes them being destitute. You know? They're in survival mode. Pretty much, when women have nothing to offer, all they can do is offer themselves, which is where you get prostitution. You know, we're entering a time that's never been seen before on the earth. And throughout every empire, when things got bad, naturally, that's when women, things ain't even bad now. Women doing that right now. You know? But especially when societies collapse, that's when you see it the most. When women have nothing to offer, because these women in this society, they got nothing to offer, bro. They don't cook. What that bitch say? That B, Cardi B, that B said she don't cook, she don't clean, but she still get the ring. And there was song, WAP. Y'all know what that means. And if there's kiddies in the room, please get your sons and daughters out the room. I use a lot of rude language in this lesson. You know? You know, you don't want your sons and daughters saying those words. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in the one song WAP, that Cardi B said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I still get the ring. And that's the modern woman. They don't have to be real women. They solely make it off their looks, and because they got that WAP, that stinking WAP that they gave everybody any damn way. You know? So when you get it, you think you're getting something. You ain't getting nothing. You getting trash. You know? Society is definitely, it's collapsing before our eyes. And you can't sweep it under the rug. Everybody see this fall. Everybody see it. And like the elder Ariana from Dallas said, it's really a controlled demolition. We understand that it's all by design. So what's going to be the end result for you women? You're going to need help. And we're not going to have to sit down and explain anything to you. Either you follow what we say or not. We're not going to waste time on you. Okay? She being desolate shall sit up on the ground. Okay? This happened all throughout time. And it's going to definitely happen this time. You know? And this is how you get Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. Ain't going to be no arguing. Ain't going to be no opinions. Ain't going to be no, but, you know, because like you raising your hand like we in school. Ain't going to be nothing to say. And like Elder Yashwamba said, we mentioned this glorious kingdom. That's not good enough for a nigga, man. For you nigga women too. Are you going to love them more than me? You know, because here it is. You know, women hear that brothers can have other wives. Are you going to love them more than me? That's wicked, bro. That's wicked. And once again, how would things work out for Israelite men if we're emotional? Things wouldn't work out for us at all. You know what I'm saying? Case in point, dealing with the love of the Lord's disciples. Yeah, how was Shai? He loves the beloved apostle John the most. Should we get jealous? Why you love John more? You know, nah. I hope you love, you know, our mindset, we at the door, like, you know, head on the ground, bowing, you know. Our desire is that we're just one of those that he loves. You know, you can't get jealous. That's John. Hey, let me go to the book of St. John. Okay, the disciple that was in his bosom, on the Lord's bosom, you know, while they sat at meat, you know, while they ate at the Passover, you know, very close to the Lord, you know, because that same disciple, which became an apostle, he wrote the gospel according to St. John. The gospel according to St. John. That's the disciple that Yahushua loves the most. You know? And guess what? The Israelite men in this truth, we're the Lord's woman. Should we get jealous of the apostle John? Nah, nigga, that's John. That's John, bro. Lord willing, we one of those that he loved. Our hope is that, Lord willing, we in there. Lord willing, we could be one of them. You know? Not act like we got an opinion in the matter. And first and foremost, we're a part of something that we didn't decide. There is no free will. You signed up for something that ultimately had nothing to do with you. You didn't bring yourself here. And when men leave, they don't choose to leave. That's a scary thing about Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Okay? So who the hell are you women? You know? And once again, I'm not diminishing the character of you sisters out there that are sincere, you know? But to be honest, really, I think if you're a real woman, you need to be in the background crying some damn where. Feeling bad, you know? With nothing to say. If you're a real woman, you know? The men of Israel, we feel bad, but look at you. So we got to slow down and tell you how good you're going to have it. And that's still not good enough. A woman pop her ugly ass up, you know, with a beanie on, talking about color. We see why the majority of our people not going to make it, bro. Ain't no way we going to sugarcoat that. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing you can say about it. Like I think that the elder Hawaii, he put the emoji up, you know, the smiley face emoji with the zipper as a mouth. Well, that's how you gonna be. Ain't gonna be nothing you can say. We'll have an opinion and not make it. You know, because that man gonna leave you. You gonna be left, and someone else gonna be there that's gonna gladly be able, fully capable of doing everything that you won't do, because you think you're the buck where it stops. You know. Hey, I'm gonna call the beloved Elder Gabar for a minute. Elder Apostle Gabar, Salaki, please forgive me. I'm gonna quote the beloved Elder Apostle Gabar for a minute. Like when you had these guys that pop up in Israel that are upstarts, you know, which technically, you know, I would be considered an upstart because I'm young. You know what I'm saying? You know, a proselyte, I think that's the word. You know, you are a new convert, so to speak. And that's why, you know, us younger brothers, we're not quick to want that title of elder. Really, you know, you should save that for the elder apostles and elder bishops, because they've been laboring for decades. You know, some of us just a little over a decade. That's not a long time. You know, so technically we will be upstarts and stuff like that. But for these guys that bug out, they start tripping and they come up against the men that taught them. The beloved Elder Apostle Gabar, he called those guys a flash in the pan. I was laughing about that when I was at work one day. You know, just get a random thought, so to speak. But the niggas a flash in the pan. You just think about that for a minute. A flash in the pan is not there very long. You know, you get your little shine, your little 2 seconds of fame, and then you out of there, nigga. You know? So for you women, let's say if you call yourself being in a man's life, you in a man of the Lord life right now, and you had a mindset, where would you be without me? You know, basically, if you didn't have me, what would you do? Well, guess what? That man ain't gonna live. That's not up to you. Like the way these women move about you, these women, they move like they the Most High. You gotta say so over what a man do, and a lot of you women want to check men's phone. Oh, and by the way, how about she gonna check women for that shit too? You know, you want to check men's phones, be all up in a brother phone, and bro, they Satan. Women are being controlled by Satan. Okay? So when this happened, that's when any little opinion you had, any say so, any thing you do, all that shit stripped. You know? And in that day, Jacob's trouble, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Basically, we'll be in order. But for the majority of y'all, it's going to be too late because you've been faking it the whole time. Women will fake order. You know? Because it's not that they love you, it's that they love what you could do for them. Because as the Spirit really been showing, brothers, because see, a lot of us are young. You know, I myself, I'm young. You know, I'm in my 30s. I came into truth when I was very young. You know, 18 going on 19. Now I'm blessed to still be here. And I'm in my 30s now. But a lot of us, we didn't grow up knowing about women. We didn't grow up knowing about female nature. Knowing about hypergamy. You know? Knowing that, to be honest, women really don't love your ass. They love what you can do for them, bro. They love themselves. Now, to be fair, for women that are of the elect, because you have women that part of the elect too. You have women that's going to be delivered. Okay? They love their husbands, bro. You know, these women are in the flesh, though. They're the weaker vessel, and they struggle. That's a part of their fight, you know? But just generally speaking, women don't love you. They love what you can do for them. You know? But see, in this time, when this happened, hey, it is what it is. They're going to see thousands of women. Like, you know, because when they say seven mean completion, it's going to be like a parade or, because, you know, case in point, a lot of people that went to Mardi Gras down in New Orleans, there's millions of people. Millions, if not billions of people, at least throughout the weeks. You know, they go down to New Orleans for Mardi Gras. So you picture those parades, right? And they got floats. They got certain parade floats that's like the size of like certain buildings. They so damn big, you know? But the point I'm making, there's a lot of people that's a part of those parades. Picture those parades being just herds of women coming for brothers. And that's really how it's going to be. So who are you to have an opinion as to who a man deal with, how you feel about it? You know, it ain't nothing you can do about it. You just better be one of them. Hope you one of them. We will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. It's a point that Kevin Samuels made when he was alive, which he was through, but he made certain points. You know, the Lord used Kevin Samuels. The Lord used him to make certain points. Case in point, Kevin Samuels, he would be like, women control access to sex, but men have access to marriage. That's why you had that one bitch, Beyonce, which is a high level witch. The Lord is gonna burn Jay-Z and Beyonce. They not gonna make it. I'd be surprised if they don't get nuked. You know, something else may happen to them, but I think they're gonna be in that fire. You know, Jay-Z and Beyonce. But you know, she had the one song, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. You know, don't get mad because he want it. If you like it, you should have put a ring on it. Because men control access to marriage. Well, guess what? Our people also fail to realize, according to the Bible, that sex is marriage anyway. You know, now you may have certain signs or tokens of that union. You know, in today's time, you know, men and women wear those rings, symbolizing that bond. You know, in the ancient world, you know, we probably had similar things. There's nothing new under the sun. You know, we probably had rings or like bracelets, you know, just different things that would symbolize a union between man and woman. Well, guess what? Ultimately, that union is something that happened when y'all came together in the act of sex. That's what ultimately formed that bond. That's what ultimately formed that pair bond, you know? So when Jacob's trouble happens, when the society fully collapses, you know, there's gonna be a lot of women wanting a man's name on them, you know, wanting men to take them in. Okay? But really, brothers are pretty much like over Eve, you could say. Not to say that brothers are not gonna take women in, because I'm sure brothers will. The scriptures say, notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. Lord willing, we'll get that. You know? But the point is that your opinion not gonna matter. Like, come on now. But see, the thing is, us as a people, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, we've been westernized. So you think your opinion matter? Don't nobody opinion matter, except Yahweh Shai. Our opinions don't matter. So if our opinion don't matter, then who the fuck are you, woman? You know, who are you, Eve? Okay? Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. Our reproach meaning our shame, our wickedness, you know, our vanity, you know, the fact that we've been fully engulfed in feminism, making everything all about us, not about our man, not about our sons and daughters, making everything about us. That's why the majority of women are single. Like you had that one damn song, that one damn song, you know, you had that show. Yeah, I remember that bullshit, in Living Single. Now, it was called Living Single, excuse me. With Queen Latifah, who was a damn bull dyke. And you had those other women on there. But they showed you that woman living single, okay? That's why, hey, the majority of Eve, the majority of our women, they're miserable. So feminism has failed you. The serpent has failed you. Because here it is, you got everything that you thought you wanted. Excuse, slip of the tongue. Y'all like women too, though. A lot of y'all are into lesbianism. You know? So you got everything that you thought you woman. But I meant to say wanted, you know? But you got everything that you thought you wanted, which includes women, because the majority of y'all are into each other now. The majority of y'all women are into other women now. Ain't that something? You know? So you got everything you wanted, including yourselves, and you still ain't happy, which that's nasty, really. And you got a lot of our men, they'll have a problem with men being with other men, and that is something you should have a problem with. You should have a problem with that. But a man won't have a problem with two women together. And Jake will be like, you know what? I hate men on men, but as far as women on women, I don't got a problem with that as long as I can meet them in the middle. Well, guess what? They don't want your ass. They too into each other. You know, it's like, you know, Eve got them songs out there. I'm a dance on my friend. So, you know, when you go to the damn club, so, you know, if you know, really, we don't go to clubs like that. You know, that's something that we don't do, you know. Brothers may go to a bar, you know, maybe a bar, you know, a bar and a grill, little chill spot, you know, area, you know, maybe they playing like some blues or some, you know, jazz. We do like some grown man shit. We do like laid back stuff if we do something. But I'm just making a point. If you was to go to like, you know, a place like a club, you know, women really dancing on each other. They get nasty on the floor with each other. And you know, the dismal, demonic, crazy part about it, the woman that's a lesbian that looks more feminine, and she look good too. She more masculine than the woman that want to be like a dude. She's more masculine than the woman that's dressed like a whole man, growing facial hair and all that. The woman that look good, she more male, bro. This shit gotta be destroyed, bro. This shit gotta go. And it's gonna go. The Lord gonna sweep this bitch, man. And I can't wait till it's like you want it to happen now. Like you just want it to happen now. We gotta wait. But just stuff like that, lesbianism, the woman think that she's better than you, And you got women like that claiming to be Israelite women. Telling you can't have nothing, Israelite man. And that's the irony of Eve. She don't want you, and she don't want nobody else to want you. Ain't that some shit? She don't want you. She don't want anyone else to want you either, bro. All right? I'm gonna read this real quick, man. Because we're happy that we're reaching a point in prophecy. Ain't nothing gonna be left here, bro. And it's a little off topic, but I'm gonna read it anyway. Because I had mentioned how the Lord gonna sweep this bitch you call America. Okay? The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 23. I will also make it a possession for the bittern, meaning desert-like creatures. Ain't nobody gonna live here. So a lot of times we'll get upset. We don't want to be here in this society. Well, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna be here. When Yahweh Shem Yahushua get done with it, ain't nothing gonna be here. Wait and see. Watch. Ain't nothing gonna be left, okay? I will also make it a possession for the bittern and pools of water. Yeah, the lake of fire. See, this is hell in the Bible. When the Lord destroyed this place you call America, hell gonna be right here. He's gonna make this entire landscape a lake of fire. And I will sweep it with a besom of destruction. So yeah, that's biblical. He is gonna sweep this bitch you call America, man. Yeah, I got this little, globe next to me. Where America at? Yeah, here we go. Yeah, he gonna sweep this bitch. This entire landscape. Hey, if we got a globe, right? A world globe or a world map, in the kingdom of heaven, America ain't gonna be on it. This not gonna be on our world maps, in the kingdom. Now, it's going to be here, but it's going to be a gigantic desert. Because that fire going to burn for a long time. People speak about the Twin Towers, how that smoke went up for a long time. And it took a long time to put out the flames. But you know what? Dealing with America, that fire is going to burn a long time. And eventually, once that fire is done burning, and once the smoke clears, there's gonna be the biggest desert on the planet. And you had that one movie called Planet of the Apes. Basically, America is gonna be the forbidden zone because no human being is gonna be allowed to live here. It's gonna be a memorial of what happens to wickedness on the earth. Okay, so like Brother Head posted, and I will sweep it with a besom of destruction, saith Yahweh of hosts. So besom means broom. It means a broom. So yeah, he gonna sweep this bitch with them missiles. Okay, that's gonna be the broom. That's God talk. Hey, the Lord called nuclear missiles his broom. The Lord far out, man. But getting back to the topic, because that should make you women fear. You don't want to be left here on the soil of America when the missiles drop. Us as Israelite men, we don't want to be left here. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai is our ticket up out of here. And for you women out there, we're your ticket up out of here. Now, you don't got to believe it. You don't got to listen. This ain't no cult of personality shit. We ain't pulling what Nature Boy pulled with his freaky ass. And that dude, he ain't getting out of jail. Just like that dude, No Light. Poe Light, he ain't getting out. Like the beloved Apostle Hart said, the missile's gonna free Polite. That's how that nigga getting out. The missile's gonna free his ass, And all this is coming out, and women don't fear. But what's going to make you fear when all hell break loose? You're not going to have a choice but to fear. Okay? Back in Isaiah 4:1 again. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, a man of the elect. And that's going to be an honor. You're part of the household of, the elder Malcolm popped up. I'm going to mention him. You're part of the household of Malcolm. I was watching Beloved Apostle Hart yesterday. You're part of the house of Shaliach Tahar. Shaliach, that's how you say apostle. So you're part of the house of Malat Shaliach Tahar. The king apostle Tahar. Etc. I was watching the priest Shaman also recently. You're part of the house of Malak Shaman. Etc. You're part of the houses of these different brothers. And it's going to be a great honor for that man to take you in. Because you would rather be married to him than a guy that ain't going to make it. So you got this mentality, what that man would be without you. Rather, where would you be without him? Let's turn that around for a minute. Okay? Where would you be without him? Please forgive me, man. I got a lot of damn R&B songs in my head right now. I like music, but music has messed our people up. It's been put on a very dense, low frequency, a very dense, low vibration. Jay making all these damn songs. The one Ja Rule song, only thing about you, nigga, man. Singing to Ashanti, But really, the Israelite man, it's like I don't got the best singing voice, But the Israelite man should have that mindset. I only think about Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And women should have that mindset dealing with the Israelite man. Because see, the Lord is making us earn what he's about to give us. Because when you read the scriptures, you read about how we're going to be in the kingdom. When you read the scriptures, you know how we're going to be in the kingdom. But the testing is us being in that mind frame, you being kingdom minded before the kingdom comes. Okay? The Israelite man being all about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You women out there, you Israelite women of the tribes, you being all about your husband. Okay? And once again, like I mentioned in my past video, you can tie into this topic, this kind of a continuance. Pretty much, everything's connected. Everything's connected, so what you do is really a reflection on our entire nation. Now, we don't think about it a lot of times, but Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he is watching. The Lord is watching. His angels are everywhere, in every room, watching us. That's the Lord's surveillance system. Yahweh Shem Yahushua had a surveillance system before the foundation of the world. Okay? So we're all representatives of that kingdom. Men represent Yahushua, women represent their husbands. Okay? Another thing too, a lot of us, we may make certain trips to different states, maybe even different countries, You may visit different brothers in different states or in different countries. When you go there, you have to understand you're a representative of whatever camp you just came from. So really, you're not going there just for you. That experience you're getting, you're bringing it back to that camp or that church that you're a part of. You're a reflection of that camp. You're a reflection of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and you're an extension of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but you also represent that camp you're a part of, that church. Because a lot of us are not able to move like that, So when you do move, and you go to particular places, understand you're going there for the brothers that are in your camp. You're not going there just for you. Okay? And you're bringing that experience back. You know, whatever you learned, you're bringing that knowledge back to that church you're a part of, you know? The same thing with women. If you read Proverbs 31, women will read that and they don't understand this is a strong woman. Like you got Eve out there. Well, hey, you can't handle me. You can't handle me. I gotta handle you. You gotta be like a wild animal, you know? You can't handle a strong woman. When you read Proverbs 31, a strong woman is not a damn wildebeest. You can't handle me, you know? Like you got tusks, or you know, are you an elephant or something, or you know, a wild boar? I gotta handle you. Nah. A strong woman is a woman that's obedient to her husband. Okay? And let's say if her husband went out of town on a business trip, you know, you read Proverbs 31, it goes into detail what that wife would do, what that woman would do for her husband. You know, buying the field, like she will make certain business deals and investments for her household, for her husband. She represented her husband. Why and how? His name is on her. So we're reading Isaiah 4. So we're gonna go back to it. Women are gonna desire, you know, the men of Israel again, especially men in this truth. And there's not gonna be a problem with it. I'm gonna quote the priest Shaman again. You're gonna share your husband and you're gonna be happy about it. You know, which I know where he got that from. It's kind of like a play on what the wicked leader of Edom are saying. Because, you know, they got that NWO slogan. They got that one NWO slogan. I believe the Prince of Wales says it. You probably got that guy, Yuval Harari. How the hell you say that devil name? Talking about hacking DNA. Y'all know that damn devil on the World Economic Forum. And also you have Klaus Schwab. I believe they pretty much all make that statement. In the future, you will own nothing and be happy about it. So I see where the priest Shaman had got that saying from. It's my educated guess, you know. But he was applying it to you women in Israel, you know. Hey, that's a real NWO slogan that the priest Shaman using, because the NWO that Esau Edom want to establish ain't gonna fucking work. After they micro C up so many people, then the Lord gonna destroy the NWO, you know. So like the priest Shaman said, you women out there in the future, you gonna share your husband and you're gonna be happy about it. You know? You're not gonna have a problem with it. Because of Isaiah 4. So let's read some more in Isaiah 4. Isaiah 4 and 2. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious, and the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped of Israel. Okay, so when you read this, okay, when we read this, you got to understand that the Lord is going to reward his men that stood so stiffly for his name, that suffered for his name. He gonna hook them up, like Michael Olive from out west be saying, man. You know, he gonna hook his men up. You just better hope you are part of those women that the Lord is hooking his men up with, you know? Because he's literally going to hook his men up, you know, bring a lot of women, you know, to them, to one man, to each man of the elect. And when you read the scriptures, you read in the prophecies dealing with the tribes, in particular the tribe of Ephraim, it speak about, well, it say Joseph, but really talking about Ephraim, tribe of Ephraim. It mentions the prophecy dealing with the so-called Taino being conquered by the Spanish conquistadors, and it got to a point to where our women, the women of Ephraim, they would actually jump over the walls to deal with those goddamn Spanish conquistadors. And that's why you have a lot of our women and even men, a lot of men and women of the tribe of Ephraim, a lot of them are lighter skinned. That's due to colonization. And same thing happened to all the tribes, you know, especially the northern tribes. That's why a lot of them look different. A lot of them are more what they call fairer skinned, lighter skinned, But branches can represent women. So Isaiah 4:2, in that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious. So when I read this, I imagine brothers in his truth gonna have the finest women created. So what the hell that look like? Now you have a lot of Edom out there. I moved for y'all. And hold on, bear with me. Pan the camera on names real quick. I got a movie for y'all. Okay. A lot of y'all know about this movie. Some of y'all may not. Okay, but it's a pretty good movie. If you haven't seen it, I advise that you watch it. If you haven't seen this movie, I advise that you watch it. Okay? But this is the movie here. It's called Blade Runner 2049. Blade Runner 2049. And pretty much, they show you in the future, if this goddamn devil keep ruling, Lord willing, the Lord just take this man out the way. When you watch this movie, Esau Edom not going to get this far. He's not going to get this far. Damn devil talking about some 2049. If we reach 2049, everybody be dead. No flesh will be saved. But they showed you, according to the mind of Edom, if this damn devil stay in power, in the future, there's not going to be any natural humans. There's not going to be any natural or organic life forms, because the people were called, what they call replicants, if I'm not mistaken, which basically like cyborgs, I would have to watch it again myself. But when you watch a movie like this, and when you watch that movie called Ex Machina, if that's how you say it, pretty much Esau Edom in the future, they want to change the whole idea of sex concerning, sex between male and female. That's why the new talk right now, courtesy of the Wadi Habashim Shai, putting a spirit on the brother Elder Ariad Nasai from GMS Dallas. He was going into it. This AI agenda, as far as AI robots or AI holograms, basically men dealing with artificial women. Once again, that movie Ex Machina, please forgive me for saying it wrong, but that movie, and in this movie right here, Blade Runner 2049, they show you in Ex Machina or Mechana, however you say it, basically Esau Edom wants to form robots that men are having sex with, and Lord willing, the Lord just get this man out the fucking way. Because men basically doing that now. Certain parts of Japan, China, that's the end of mankind. If that shit continue, because the average woman, her mind is turned out due to Americanization and Westernization. The average woman is more so focused on her career. Their reproach, feminism, not getting married, not having a husband, and not bearing that man's seed. That was a reproach in the ancient world. If a woman couldn't get pregnant, that was a big reproach. That brought shame. In this society, it's viewed as a shame if a woman has babies when she's young. But in the ancient world, that was a glory as long as that woman was married. As long as she was married, or, unless she was, let's say she was espoused or promised to be married, But eventually, they came together in the wedding chamber. Sometimes there will be a tent, and they will consummate that union, But anyway, You got Ex Machina showing you a damn robot. The Esau Edom is pretty much, watch the movie for yourself. I don't want to give it away because I had to, rewatch it myself after I watched the Elder Lesson. Dealing with this AI technology. Esau Edom wants to get men involved with robots and holograms and all that. That's why I watched the movie again. So they showed you an Ex Machina, however you say the name, please forgive me for mispronouncing it. And also you watch the movie here, Blade Runner 2049. They have an AI that's called Joy. And pretty much men start dealing with these things in the future. That's like a man's wife. When a man comes home, he has an AI installed in his house called Joy. So as soon as he comes home, he'll hit a damn remote. This small remote about the size of a pen, right? I got a pen right here. Let me make an example. A man will hit that damn, remote. He'll turn that AI on, and that hologram would appear. And it would look like a real woman walking around his house, putting on different clothes, putting on different wigs, whatever that man wants him to be. Changing how she looked, playing some music for him, bringing some some holographic food on his table, that he can't eat because it's a hologram, Really, he got to put down some real food. She'll put the hologram over it. So it's like I'm kind of giving away this movie a little bit, but they show you the future that this damn devil want to bring. And it's not going to happen. The Lord ain't going to let this man get that far, but just showing you the sick, twisted mind of the Edomite. Okay? But now I'm reading Isaiah, the 4th chapter. I'm using this AI as an example because Esau Edom really want to do stuff like that. They really want to do stuff like that. With this AI, a man can make a woman look like what he wants that woman to look like. But see, the Lord really gonna have that for brothers, and it's not gonna be them hologram. A man not gonna have to pay a woman to do all that, or a man not gonna fly in a damn Instagram model, and she doing all this stuff for thousands of dollars. Which those Instagram models are nasty. Ishmael and Elam, you got a lot of people in Dubai. In other parts of the Middle East, they're flying those Instagram models in, and they're doing some foul stuff with them Instagram models. Now those women, they look good, but the women they did something strange for a piece of change. I'm gonna leave it at that. They did some nasty stuff for hundreds of thousands of dollars. All right, some sick stuff. But anyway, for you beloved brothers out there, I'm reading this in Isaiah 4. Because see, when Yahweh Shah come back, one of my favorite movies right here, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, But when Yahweh Shah come back and we get that new covenant, the Lord beam us up. Something about this movie cover remind me of Mount Sinai, when I look at it. The chariot was over Mount Sinai, we will see that first covenant, the old covenant. When Yahweh Shah come back, we're going to get the new covenant. Yahweh Shah is going to bring us down to the wilderness, Read Ezekiel, I want to say it's 20, chapter 20, The Lord going to make a new covenant with us. He's going to, of course, change us. The change going to be simultaneously, But he says he's going to bring us into the wilderness, and plead with us, make us judges. But he's going to give us whatever we want. He's going to give us whatever we want. And you women, you're not going to have no opinion about it. It ain't gonna matter about what you want. It's not about what we want. It's all about what we want. It ain't about what you want. You've had what you wanted for the longest. And what you want don't work. You get what you want, you still ain't happy. You still ain't happy about it. All right? I'm gonna quote Elder Big Gad. Elder Big Gad, we came down here to visit us in Mississippi. He had made a point, Elder Big Gad had said, women were not created to be satisfied. Women were created to do the satisfying. I'm going to repeat that again. He said that it still resonates with me to this day. You know, Elder Big Gas said, women were not created to be satisfied. They were created to do the satisfying. And that's true. Because you were created for us. We were not created for you. Plain and simple. My damn mushroom coffee got cold. Sit there talking. You know, but hey, it's okay. I'd rather do the lesson than drink that right now. Okay? My little pre-workout. You know, but yeah, man. You were created to satisfy us. We were not created to satisfy you. Which, I'm going to say this, though. By default, if you make your husband happy, your husband going to do different things to make you happy because we complement each other. The male and the female were created to complement each other. That's the divinity of that union, you know? And I'm going to say this, too. You women out there, stop watching these spiritualists. These women, these new age bitches, which really, a lot of them are witches. Everybody you watch on YouTube ain't real, you know? Women talking about it's going to be your year, and women talking about, you know, energy and, you know, divine femininity. Man, shut your motherfucking ass up. And I'm just to the point, bro, like the elder had put that picture up, I want to see women zip it. Like Apostle Gabar said, you know? I'm serious. I'm ready to see you shut up because you don't got nothing to say. It ain't nothing for you to say. So let's go back to the scripture, because how you going to feel when the Lord give us all these fine women and you just got to look at it. You got to just look at what's happening. You know? All you can do is be quiet and hope that you get chose, you know? Put it like that. You better have a mindset of our foremothers, because they wasn't proud like you modern women. They were nothing like you. See, the closer we can get to that is when you look at a lot of our grandparents, our grandmothers, their grandmothers coming home. You know, they'll cook food. They'll make supper or what you call dinner, which is basically the same thing. Supper meaning a sup, you know, to eat food. Dinner going back to dine, you know, to eat, you know. So they'll make food for the evening, and when they fix plates, they'll make their husband's plate first. Whether it's your father, you know, your well, I'll say, you know, grandfather. We're speaking about our grandparents. Your grandfather, or let's say your great grandfather, his plate will be made first, you know. And then she'll fix everybody else's plates and she'll make her food last. Where is that spirit? That spirit gone out the earth. Now, if it's still around, we don't really know about it like that. You know? It's out there, but it's rare. And for you brothers that have that, it's a blessing from Yahweh Shem Shai. And Lord willing, y'all family continues, you know, in prayer. That's in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Because we ain't here to just bash women, bro. You know, contrary to what y'all think. But let me go back to Isaiah 4, and I'm going to get 1 Timothy and close it out. Give me a second, Baba Shah. And I pray this edifying too, man. Lord willing, is edifying. Isaiah chapter 4 and verse 2 again. In that day shall the branch of the Lord be beautiful and glorious. So branch representing a reward, you know, yielding forth fruit, our heart's desire, whatever we want. Okay? And women is a part of that. You know, Israelite men love women. So it's going to be beautiful and glorious. So like I said, I believe brothers can have whatever they want in that day. Just like, you know, just using it as an example, once again, in this movie Blade Runner 2049, they had an AI that was called Joy, which shows you Esau Edom, by way of his NWO, he's creating a synthetic version of Eden. He's creating his own Eden, you know, his own paradise. That's what this damn devil is doing. He's creating his own paradise. They had an AI called Joy that the modern man was installed in their house, and that AI did whatever they wanted them to, you know? Well, I'm going to say this. Yahweh Shem Yahushai did greater than what the damn cracker doing, because the Edomite can't make what the Lord made, you know? An Edomite can't make a actual woman. An Edomite can't make a spirit and put that spirit in a body, in a human body, you know? You Edomites can't do that. You want to do it, but you can't. Okay? But anyway, you know, women were created for us, and the Lord gonna fashion you women according to how we like you, you know. So in that day, we'll see what, you know, when the Lord do his thing, you know, you know, a brother wants you to have this type of hair, this type of eye color, you know, call it a designer woman, you know. It's like in this society, because this society demonic, bro. Because Esau, Edom, they want the world that the Lord gonna give us. So they creating designer babies, you know. They have certain sciences where they could do certain things to the embryo. They can insert certain cells and do different things to the embryo. This man wants to be the Most High. When you look at this damn cracker, you know, this fucking Edomite. But see, when the Lord come back, when Yahweh Shai come back, we can do different things according to our liking concerning our women. You know, now beloved Apostle Har, he mentioned years ago that movie Bruce Almighty, you know, which was played by Jim Carrey. Got that one scene when Bruce, because he had the spiritual power, you know, he had like an invisible lasso, you know, so he had grabbed the moon, he had reeled the moon to him, and when he brought the moon close to the earth, the woman that he was with, her breasts got bigger, you know. So, you know, I mean, the apostle had mentioned that scene, because basically when we have spiritual power, when we in our kingdom, we can do what we want to do. We can fashion our women according to how we like them, you know. In the kingdom, everybody gonna be happy, and you ain't gonna have a problem with it, because we gonna make you how we want to make you. You know what I'm saying? Hey, dealing with us, Lord willing, we're part of that house. Lord willing, we're part of the house of David. Lord willing, we're the Lord's men. He's fashioning us according to how he like us. Every member of the elect isn't the same. The brothers are different. Guess what? You could be twins in the truth. You could be twins. It's funny. I had looked up the name Thomas. I ain't saying it's him, but I was thinking about the elder Ariella in Dallas. We be calling him Twin Fam. But I want to say the name Thomas means twin. I ain't saying it's him, but I thought about it, because we be calling him Twin Fam, you know. But the elder has a twin, you know. But let's say if you got brothers that are twins, both of them part of the elect, they still not gonna be the same according to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. They can look the same, but the Lord make them different. You know, you got all these different brothers, a part of the house of David, but they're all different. They're not the same. Same thing according to a man's house, according to a man's domicile, his kingdom. You know, his side of the empire. You know what he has going on. All those different women that's a part of his house, they gonna look different. They may have similar duties, but they're gonna do different things for him, you know, and they're gonna look different to him. So going back to the scripture, and I'm a little, you know, all over the place, you know, but the point is there. And the fruit of the earth shall be excellent and comely for them that are escaped to Israel. You know, so you can have whatever you like, Israelite man. Like you had that one old song by T.I. Whatever you like, the Israelite man can have whatever he like when Yahweh Shai come back. And it shall come to pass that he that is left in Zion, those that are written in the Lamb's book of life, and he that remaineth in Jerusalem, Remaineth, that's where you get the word remnant. Remnant, what's left? The survivors, the elect. And he that remaineth in Jerusalem shall be called holy, even everyone that is written among the living in Jerusalem. Don't you want to be a part of that? I want to be a part of that. You know, we want to be a part of that. You know, so your opinion, it doesn't matter. Our emotions don't matter. You know? And check this out. This is going to prove your emotions don't matter. When the Lord shall have washed away the filth of the daughters of Zion, and shall have purged the blood of Jerusalem from the midst thereof by the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning, the majority of our women are going to die. That's your opinion right there. Okay? You know what I'm saying? By the spirit of judgment and by the spirit of burning. You don't want to be in that fire, so zip it. You know, it ain't nothing to say. Ain't nothing to talk about. And it goes on to say, and the Lord shall create upon every dwelling place of Mount Zion, and upon her assemblies a cloud and a smoke by day, and a shining of a flaming fire by night. Now, it's going to something a little different, which salvation is coming. You know? I mean, you know, it ties into it. Because like I mentioned before, scriptures say she shall be saved in childbearing. You know, so women getting beamed up because they're a part of the kingdom too. All right? You need women for a kingdom. We're going to have sons and daughters in the kingdom. And once again, we don't hate women. All right? Women just need to be in order. Women are great in their order. What you call divine femininity is really a woman shutting up. You know? Women talk too goddamn much, man. You know what I'm saying? But when the Lord come back, hey, you brothers, the Lord gonna hook you up. Now, I got a picture on the wall. I'm not gonna show it because that picture's for me. Lord willing, it can continue to motivate me. I'm not gonna show it, you know, but I'm looking at it right now. Pretty much in the kingdom, there's gonna be chariots all over your estate, Israelite man. You know, there's going to be your entourage in the kingdom of heaven, the angels. And that's signifying that you're very important. You brothers out there, you're very important to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. You brothers of the elect, you're very important to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. And this world, you know, the spiritual demon Satan, which he's in another realm, but he walks to and fro throughout the earth. Like it tells us in Job, you know. The spiritual demon Satan, working on the minds of people, working on the minds of women, attacking you in your thoughts, wants to make you forget how the Lord loves you, man. Okay? You brothers are very important to the Lord, man. And in the kingdom of heaven, there's going to be ships. There's going to be chariots all over your estate, Israelite man, signifying that the Lord loves you, you know? And how far out is that? The Lord hasn't done that for any other people. Same chariots we read about, same chariots, you'll see them flying at night sometime. Okay? The Lord may bless you to see fleets of them. Guess what? There's going to be over your area of the kingdom, within the kingdom of heaven. You can look outside. It's a chariot right over your castle. One of your castles. One of your palaces. You know? It's a ship right over you. And you mean to tell me a woman, one of your wives, got a problem with that? And I'm going to say this, though, before I close out. You women got a problem with us speaking about all this because really you jealous. You jealous that the Israelite man is getting more attention than you. You'll come up with these crazy-ass questions because you want to divert the attention that's going towards, you know, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, us praising the Lord. You want to take the attention off the Lord and off the Israelite man, and you want that attention on you. Nah, damn that, bro. Damn that. Nah, you ain't getting it. The attention gonna keep going to your how about Shem Yahushai. All right? We ain't here to cater to your emotions. Once again, we ain't your doctor to make you feel good. Okay? This is the Lord's church. And that's why the Lord said the flock of his pasture are men, not women. Not one of the 12 were women. Not one of the 12 disciples of the Lord was a woman. The Lord deals with men. Okay? Period. And the Lord gonna show the whole earth how much he loved his men. How much he loved the brothers. Okay? You look at everything that's going on, brothers congregating. You know, we come together, which really isn't a lot, you know. A woman that the brother's dealing with, she'll have a problem with that sometime. Here it is, that man, he's really around you. I don't want to say the majority of the time, because the man goes to work. But that man, your husband, is really around you more, technically, as opposed to him being around the brothers. He get this little time around the brothers. You have a problem with that. Your ass gonna be destroyed if you keep having a problem with that. You better check them demons that's on you. Okay? Got a problem with a brother getting around other brothers, going out to eat. Or whatever they decide to do. They can go for a drink. That's not your concern. Just be happy that he coming home to your ass, That's not enough for you. All right? The Lord, I'm of the faith. I believe the Lord got a problem with stuff like that. Checking the man's phone when he ain't around. The Lord gonna fuck you up. The women that's doing that, Lord gonna fuck your ass up, man. Or let's say if a brother, he goes out of town. You got a problem with that? He going out of town, whatever he decides to do, maybe he going out of town for work, or let's say he going out of town to teach with the brothers in that state. You got a problem with that. Why? They jealous. They jealous, bro. It's not a whole clique of Eve that they can go visit, have a little sisterhood, which really that stuff be fake, bro. Women just need to be in order and deal with their household. If a woman has a husband, you be with your husband, you got sons and daughters, just keep it at that. That whole sisterhood thing is fake. You got certain women that can do it, but that's so small and minute. That's so small and minute, bro. When women come together, it's more confusion in that. It's confusion. But women got a problem with us doing all this because they see the freedom, they see the liberty in your house shy. And also the spell is broken. Our head up, I'm gonna say it like this: our head is not up Eve's ass. That's the problem. that power gone. The power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, is being joined with his men again. That's the problem. They're not gonna tell you that, but that's the problem, brothers. So we ain't gonna stop what we doing to make them feel good. Now I'm gonna close out with this. Okay? I'm gonna finish this in Isaiah, then I'm gonna go to Timothy. So it's gonna be chariots over our states and the kingdoms, showing that you brothers are important, man. Lord willing, we make it. You know what I'm saying? And the shining of a flaming fire by night, for upon all the glory shall be a defense. So we need to be on those ships. I'll say that ship, because we believe it's one ship. We need to be on that chariot when Yahweh come back, or we done. We're going to be destroyed unless we on that chariot. Same thing for you women. And how you women getting out of here? You ain't getting out of here saying that Jesus is your boyfriend. Well, you know his name now. All right? You're not getting out of here saying that Yahweh is your man. The Israelite man that Yahweh put over you is your man. That's how you getting out of here. And you can't play Hebrew hookup. Hebrew hopscotch. What they call that one? Jake used to do it. A lot of Jake you know, certain hoods or whatnot, double Dutch, you know, a lot of women were good at that because women will get in a relationship and they'll jump out of it. They'll get in another one, jump out of it. Well, guess what? You're going to be destroyed. And there's a lot of that going on. It's been going on, though. Okay? So, unless we party elect, we're not going to make it. Same thing for you women, though. And there shall be a tabernacle for a shadow in the daytime from the heat. That tabernacle talking about that fathership. That heat, the thermonuclear destruction, and the laser beams from the chariots. The defense is going to be that fathership. That's the only way you're going to be protected. So women that get delivered, guess what? Their mouth going to be shut. Okay? If they're blessed to make it, their mouth going to be closed. Ain't going to be nothing to say. And that's when you go see the real, I'll say beauty, you know. I'll say beauty. That's when you go see the real beauty of women. Okay? That's when they really gonna look good because you're gonna see them in their order. A woman that's silent and just do what she's supposed to do, they look better. They really enhance their beauty, you know? Because guess what? I bet Noah's wife, when she was on that ark, she ain't had nothing to say. Now maybe she nagged Noah up until when that flood came, but guess what? That flood came, I can imagine she was crying. You know, she probably hid in like certain parts of the ark, you know, feeling bad. Nothing to say. She got delivered though. I bet Noah's sons' wives, they ain't had nothing to say. They were delivered. A shadow in the daytime from the heat, and for a place of refuge, and for a covert from storm and from rain. Just like going back to the time of Noah, that ark. You know? Same thing in our time, that fathership is going to be a protection from that second destruction. Because this time ain't going to be a flood by way of water. It's going to be a destruction by way of thermonuclear missiles and the laser beams from the chariots. We need protection from that. We ain't been delivered from that. So ain't nobody saved, contrary to what they tell you up in the church. None of us been delivered from that. Okay? Women will be delivered, but women will be delivered in their order. So we're going to close out with this. All right? First Timothy chapter 2 and verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all objection. Stop asking all them goddamn questions. Okay? This shows you really, we don't even need to ask your questions. Because you'll bug out and you'll ask something like we moving on. We're moving on. And you see why our apostles and our elders kick women out of school, man. They bring nothing but confusion. It's a goddamn shame, bro. We got to slow down what we're doing to tell you how good you're going to have it in the kingdom. You should know you're going to have it good in the kingdom. All these lessons come out telling you you're going to be okay. Everything will be fine. Somebody else pop up, like I said, with a damn beanie on. Okay? Talking about dark-skinned women. We don't get enough love. Shut the fuck up, man. You know? We moving on. All right? Prophecy too important for us to slow down and worry about your ass. Okay? Y'all got enough attention. Once again, it's enough niggas out here got the mindset of Drake. Pampering you and, you know, catering to you, singing to you and shit. It's enough men doing that. Damn that shit, bro. We moving on, man. Let the woman learn in silence without subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach. It's another thing. You got women, they want to wear the pants. They want to be the person teaching. That's why they got all these goddamn questions. Really, they're not asking questions. They're really making statements, bro. Or they're insinuating that. They're insinuating we got a voice too. No, you don't. Oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Hell, you don't. But you're gonna learn that. You know what I'm saying? Once again, though, we've been in this society too long. That's why it's like this. If you go to certain parts of Africa, you go to the Middle East, you go to Far Asia, women don't think like you American damn women. They don't think like you. This shit over here is strange. Show this globe again. This right here, all right, this is very strange on the earth. This is something new in the earth. Everywhere else on the earth, it ain't like this, all right? It's not like this right here. This shit's strange, okay? It ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom of heaven. Ain't gonna be like that at all. Let the woman learn in silence. Let the woman learn in silence without subjection, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. You don't got shit to say. And we'll deal with questions sometimes, but you don't got nothing to say. It ain't nothing to say. And if you quiet long enough, what you got in your spirit is going to be answered anyway. But what it is, women really don't got faith, bro. They don't have faith, and they hate to see us with any type of power, bro. They hate that shit. How I know? I work with women. I work with Eve. You know? I don't like it, but I know I'm supposed to be there because I left that job and Lord brought my black ass back to that job. Now, I couldn't escape doing that job, but for what it is, I like the job, you know? I don't mind driving a damn bus, and it's far worse jobs I've had before. I've done a lot of laborious jobs, you know? A lot of crazy jobs, a lot of temp jobs. I done did all type of work, really. That looking back, I'm surprised I even did that stuff, you know? But where I work at is a lot of women. A lot of these women, to be honest, they should have retired by now. But they like power over men. That's really what it boiled down to. You need to be retired. You got grandkids. You need to be at home. They want power, bro. The story of Adam and Eve is true. So let's continue to read the Wadi Habashim Yahushua, you know, for his truth. It ain't our truth, it's his truth. Because it's from him. Okay? He came up with it. This thing of ours is really his, that he gave us. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. That's order. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in transgression. She was in sin. You know, once again, we were not taught the dark nature of femininity, you know? We were not taught feminine nature. I'll say that, which can be very dark, okay? Women by nature are chaotic. That's why they need a man to restore order within them. They need to be led. Like beloved apostle, Salah, I was about to say another name. Yeah, I don't believe in reincarnation, you know. But reincarnation real. But like beloved apostle Tahar said, women need to be led. Okay? They need to be led. By nature, they're followers. Okay, you see why. If they're left to their own devices, they destroy themselves. Look at this society. This liberty, it just gave Eve the freedom to kill her damn self. That's all it did. So that's not the answer. The woman being deceived was in a transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing. That's why you have Isaiah 4, okay? Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith and charity and holiness with sobriety. Meaning, if you women out there, you stay sincere, you stay honest, and you stay believing, you know? Because the majority of women are not going to make it. And you're going to be in awe when you realize the sacrifice that you made by sticking around. And when you see the rest of these women out here get judged, okay, dying horribly, but you're going to see the Lord have mercy on you, you know? So with that, I'm going to draw it to a closing. Salakia, man, I didn't get any scriptures off the comment board, you know? I'll get this one, though. Because, see, it's about what we want. It ain't about what you want. And I'm going to prove it's about what we want. And above us, it's about what the Lord wants. And it's about what the Lord wants for us. Okay? I'm going to say it again. Above what we want, it's about what the Lord wants. It's about what the Lord wants for us. So you women should think like that. Instead of thinking like a damn American. Ooh. I'm going to close out with a couple. Now I'm going to get this by, I'll get about 3 or 4. I'm going to make it quick though. I gotta get up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So this is by the Elder Hawaii, GMS North Carolina, baby. 777. 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. So the Heavenly Father is all about order. We read. I don't think did I read it here? Maybe I read it or I quoted it. I don't think I read it. But 1 Corinthians, what's that? Is it 11:3? But I would have you know at the head of, let me get it. Because I don't want to misquote it. Let's get exactly what it says. 1 Corinthians 11:3, but I will have you know that the head of every man is Yahushua, and the head of the woman is the man, and the head of Yahushua is Yahweh. That's the order. That's the divine order. Let all things be done decently and in order. Back in 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. 144, baby, Lord willing, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it say what it say. You can't change that. It say what it say. Now this is about strive for the masteries, 144. Now I want to mention when you read this, you can apply this to the Israelite man because we're the Lord's woman, and Yahushua, he's fashioning us how he wants to make us. He's forming each brother how he wants to form the brothers. The same thing when it comes to you women out there, you're going to have to be to the liking of that man you with. So let's prove it. Song of Solomon chapter 8 verse 8. We have a little sister and she have no breasts. There was a shame in the ancient world. Now, in this society, well, women getting them BBLs now, which I'm going to say this, it's a shame for a woman not to have that full figure, to just be a damn iron board, He's an iron board booty, you know what I'm saying? But in the ancient world, women really prided them. I don't want to say pride. Women were confident. Women were happy if they had big breasts, because that was very attractive to that man they was hooking up with, But I mean, Israelite men do like full figure women. So, I mean, he likes all of you, okay? But it says, we have a little sister and she have no breasts. Once again, in the ancient world, it was shameful. What shall we do for our sister in the day when she shall be spoken for? So you think about it. Look at wisdom dealing with the Israelite man. Once again, we're the Lord's woman. The Lord gonna hook us up how he like us, because each brother, each member of the elect, although, Lord willing, we part of his, his house, we all have character flaws that were built in us due to America. So the Lord, he's drawing all that out of you. He's taking that out of you because he's refining you to make you like he wants to make you. You know what I'm saying? The same thing when it comes to brothers and the women that they deal with. All right, let's read that again. Song of Solomon 8:8. We have a little sister, and she have no breast. What shall we do for our sister in the day when she shall be spoken for? And the day when she shall be spoken for, meaning in the day when she's paired with a man. Okay, when she's hooked up, so to speak. And when I say hooked up, I mean hooked up for life, because that's really the way it's supposed to be. Okay? Because that may sound boring to the modern woman, because the modern woman is a damn slut bot, you know, a cum box, you know, and it's sad, it's nasty, but that's the way it is here. You know, got condoms all on the ground in this society, but this shit got to be burnt, you know. But in the ancient world, this was not so, you know. So let's say if it was a woman that didn't have breasts, okay, what would a man do for that woman? Because picture this in the kingdom. Picture us in the kingdom. If she be a wall, we will build upon her a palace of silver. Because picture your body like a building or like a house. You can add extra rooms to a house. You have additions to a house. Probably add an outside patio, you know, add a little fountain. You got a pool, you know, you put a pool in the backyard, you know, a gazebo. You know what I'm saying? Just you hooking up the house how you want to. Your body, your human body is a house also. Okay? So the man can hook you up how he wants to. When the Lord give your man that spiritual power. Okay? When the Lord give us that spiritual power, we can make you how we want to make you. Showing you it's about what we want, but above us, it's about what the Lord wants for us. Because we in a society where the Israelite man has not been shown love. You women get all the damn love. You women in the alphabet community, y'all get all the love. You know what I'm saying? Everything's upside down here, but really, things should be about the Lord, Yahweh Shai, and the men that the Lord set up. Okay? So it's about what we want. If she be a wall, we will build upon her a palace of silver. So a man building up his woman, hooking his woman up. You know? Whatever type of hair color he wanted to have, you know what I'm saying? Eye color, you know? Or she got a fro today, tomorrow I'm going to make her have curls, you know? Just, or ain't no telling how we going to be in the kingdom, but I mean, you know, I speak in theory, just speculation, but maybe you could just put ideas in your woman's mind and she'll just know what you want already. Okay, my husband, he want me to be like this tomorrow. And that's how it be. You know? Because the thing is, you're not going to be jealous that your man is having other women beside you. The thing you may be jealous over, and I think the Lord going to be okay with you being jealous about, is if that woman has more babies than you. So y'all gonna compete like that. Well, you know, so you're gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna have more of his babies. And then she gonna come back and she be like, nah, well, you now did me. Now I gotta have more of his babies. It's gonna be stuff like that, you know? So like I said, I speak in theory, I speak just spiritual speculation, because our foreparents were like that. You know? Hey, you read about, you know, Jacob, as far as with Leah and Rachel. What were their handmaids' names? Is it Bilhah and Zilpah? I gotta look back at the account, you know. But dealing with Leah and Rachel, we know that our forefather Yaakov, Jacob, he loved Rachel more. And I want to say Rachel was the younger sister, but basically they were baby, you know, competing, so to speak. And Rachel, she only had Joseph and Benjamin, but basically and so like I know I'm ranting, excuse me. She only had Joseph and Benjamin, by Jacob directly, but Rachel, she bore a lot of her sons through her handmaid, you know? Know what I'm saying? So, you know, in the kingdom, once again, this is theory, I'm just speculating. Women, they're going to be jealous, but it's going to be a righteous jealousy. You know, for babies, as far as having more babies than the other woman, or also competing for the time of that man. It's gonna be like a a catch me if you can type scenario. And like you look at Michael Jackson, which you know, I like Michael Jackson, you know, for what it is while he was alive, you know, but I still listen to a lot of his music. But when you look at Michael Jackson, a lot of times he would be running. Yeah, he had a little, you know, motorbike costume on, you know, just, you know, he was doing his thing. That's Mike, you know. But women were like chasing Mike though, but they could never like catch up with him, so to speak. But that's how it's gonna be for the average Israelite man in the kingdom of heaven. You know, women are gonna always want to like be around you, and they gonna compete for your time. But as far as them being jealous that you got other wives, that's gonna be normal anyway. You know, as far as you have other wives, they're not gonna be jealous like that. They're gonna want more of your babies, and they're gonna want more of your time than those other women. But they're also gonna be occupied with everything else they got going on. It's gonna be a kingdom. And like Elder Yashwamba said before, man, you know, that ain't good enough for you. So we not wasting time on you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get back to this. Because the point of me reading what the brother brought out, we gonna make you how we want to make you anyway. Okay? And if we're of those first fruits, Lord willing, you know, the Israelite man of the elect, the brothers in his truth, if you're of those first fruits, well, guess what? You were in the beginning with Yahweh Shai and the powers bringing forth everything into existence anyway. You know? So these women, by default, like they were created for you anyway. So it's going to be what you want anyway. All right? If she be a wall, I will build upon her. Oh, we will build upon her a palace of silver. And if she be a door, we will enclose her with boards of cedar, showing you these bodies are like houses. So the man can build his woman. Like you got that damn, it's a store. I know a lot of Jake, even other nations, you know, people be taking their sons and daughters there. They call it a Build-A-Bear, you know. They'll Build-A-Bear. Well, guess what? The Israelite man in the kingdom can build his woman how he wants to. And you're not going to have a problem with it because you're going to want to be what that man desires. He like me like this. I want to be like this. You know? And it's simple. Simple science, baby. You know? And let's get this. That's it. I'm getting two more. Song of Solomon 8 and 10. Finishing this one out. I am a wall, and my breasts like towers. Then was I in his eyes as one that found favor. Now we read before this happened, she didn't have any breasts. But now she has breasts. Now she's built how that man wants her to be built. That's how it's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. We're going to make you how we want to make you. Like I said, you got that store called Build-A-Bear. We can build a woman, you know, how we want to. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is. You're going to love it. You're going to be happy about it. This is going to be my last scripture right here. And it's literally the last scripture. Wow. It's literally the last one. This is by Kazak Ben Yehowadah. Ecclesiastes chapter 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. That makes you beautiful. Not popping up with all these crazy questions. And yet your questions get answered, you still ain't satisfied. Showing you really just need to be quiet. Keep thy foot when you come to the house of the Most High. Don't you know you could be put to death for coming on our comment boards and being out of order? You know? the Lord can really mess you up. Popping off with your opinion. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord. A lot of brothers haven't had that. You know, I myself, I haven't had that. I want to know what that's like, though. You know, so we gonna know what that's like in the kingdom of heaven. You know, for us brothers, man, we gonna know what that's like. We gonna have many silent and loving women. Okay. And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed. But who's instructing her? You. But also, I quote the beloved Apostle Hart, man, like he had said, the woman was created to be our robot. You know? Now, you know, I had mentioned that one movie, Ex Machina, and this movie here, Blade Runner 2049. You know, so Esau Edom, in his demonic world, they have AI, they have robots, they got sex robots. They want to make women how they want to make them, but these women are not real. That's not real. A robot ain't real. You know, if this damn devil can make a clone ain't real. But the Lord made real women. And these women were really created for us. You know, so they are going to be our robots. But the thing is, it's not synthetic. You know, women are real. You know, they're going to be real in the kingdom. But like Apostle Hart also said years ago, we don't really know what a woman is. A woman in her order, we haven't really seen a woman. Okay? In her perfect order, you know? And you got that one scene in that movie, Coming to America. You got that one woman, she was like, whatever you like. Hakeem had a problem with that. Well, you know, showing you, I mean, it was a movie. I still like the movie for what it was, but you know, it was a damn movie. He wanted to get a woman that was rebellious in America, in Queens, I think, and basically through the act of adultery. Instead of him getting a woman that was a virgin, that was promised to him before he was born, you know, his family said already agreed before he was born that that would be, you know, his main wife. Now he would have other wives, but she would be, I hate to use the word queen, you know, but she will be up there with him, you know. But yeah, man, all this glory, all this honor coming to our people. You women ain't satisfied. Well, we ain't here to satisfy you. Like Elder Big Gas said, you here to satisfy us. In particular, your husband, if you got a husband. Just stick with your husband, all right? So with that, we're going to draw this lesson to a closing. I pray y'all were edified, you know. Con. Yeah, yep. Time to get up out of here. I pray this is edifying. We say Barakatah Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Kakudash, the Wanatai Elder Apostle, Elder Bishop, Great Millstone. Peace, blessed, and house of David the elect. Shalom.